When I was in jail, I used to talk about the disease of addiction with people, and they used to kind of laugh, and I used to do the same thing when I used to hear people talk about the disease of addiction. I didn't really believe them. I'd look at them and be like, get away from me. You got a disease. The way I like to explain it to the boys in jail is at least 50% of the boys in jail they will use dirty fits. The worst thing about it is you don't get clean needles in jail. There's either two ways of getting needles in jail. Either people bring them in when they come in, or we use a cut down watch pin, which is the pin that holds you're watching, obviously. It's never sharp. Majority of the people in jail use it. So if you're using a fit in jail, you're pretty much guaranteed Hep C and God knows what else. And what we usually use in jail is bupe strips, buprenorphine, which is a opiate substitute, kind of like helps you get off it. And that's the main drug that goes around in jail. To put it in perspective, when I was coming off the heroin, I used to be on 32 megs, which was 4 strips a day. Each strip is 8 megs. And what people on average use in jail is maybe half meg or a meg. The majority of them actually use a quarter of a meg. Put in perspective, that's next to nothing. A lot of the boys that can't afford it will even sometimes see people going 3 ways on a quarter meg. The reason why I'm saying this is because when I try and explain the disease of addiction to people, I would turn around to them and say this. If I gave you a loaded fit and told you there was stuff in it and there was probably nothing in it, would you still have it? And every single time they would say, yes, this is how bad it gets. I'd say, so what you're telling me is that if you're lucky, because sometimes people will just put conditioner in it just to put a bit of colour to it to make it look like it's got drugs in it, I'd say, you're telling me that you would put a watch pin in your arm, a 99.9% chance of getting Hep C, knowing that you're probably going to get nothing out of it. They said yes. And I'm like, tell me that's not the disease of addiction. Tell me that's not insanity.